Hello children, in today's second session from chapter 4, that is decimal fractions, let we learn new topic, that is conversion of fractions to decimal notation. So here heading is conversion of fractions to decimal notation. So here children, already we learned that decimals, they are the other side of fractions. So fractions can be converted to decimals or decimals can be converted to fractions. So here first we will learn how to convert fractions to decimal part. Now suppose here one figure is given. In a circle we have 10 balls, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Out of 10 balls, 3 balls are shaded. Then how we write this in fraction? This is 3 by 10. Then here this 3 by 10 we write in decimal. How we write in decimal? Here first this numerator we should write as it is. Then in denominator it is 10. In 10 how many zeros are there? 1 0. Then count one digit and keep decimal point. Then just simply add 1 0. So 3 by 10 it is equals to 0.3. Similarly here suppose 10 different boxes are there. Out of 10 parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Out of 10 parts, if 7 parts are shaded, then as a fractions, these 7 parts, this is third part, fourth part, here is the fifth part, sixth part, this is seventh part. Out of 10 parts, if 7 parts are shaded, then we write it as a 7 by 10. Then in decimal, we write numerator as it is 7. Then in denominator, here it is multiple of 10. Then in 10, we find only 1 0. So count one digit. So here we have one digit 7. Then put decimal point and add 0. So 7 by 10 in decimal form we write 0.7. Now suppose here without diagrams and all, if it is given 4 by 10, then here in denominator it is given 10 and in 10 we have 1 0. So this 4 we write as it is, then we put decimal point and we write 0. Now here 17 by 10 if it is given. Check here, in the numerator we have 2 digits, 17 by 10. Then here write 17 as it is. In denominator how many zeros we have? 1 0. Then count one digit from the right. So here one digit is 7 and here put a decimal point. So 17 by 10 is equals to, it is 1.7. Then suppose it is 523. 523 by 10. Then again write 523 as it is and check the denominator. In denominator we have 1 0. Then from the right count one digit and keep the decimal point. So here count one digit is 3. After 3 here put decimal point. So 523 by 10 we write as 52.3. So this is in decimal form. Next, suppose in denominator we have 100. in denominator, if we have 100, suppose it is 24 by 100, then write 24 as it is. 24 as it is. In denominator we have 100. So in 100 we have 2 zeros. So count 2 digits from the right, that is 1, 2. Then put decimal point and add 0. So this, how we read 24 by 100 is equals to, it is 0.24. Here you should not read 0.24. This single digit after decimal, we read it as a single digit. So 0.24 is the correct way. Here another example, if it is 8 by 100. Now see here, in numerator we have only one digit, but in denominator we have 2 zeros. So what we should do? Count 2 digits, one digit, add 1 zero and make 2 digit, and then put decimal point. So here 8 by 100 is equals to 0.08. Then suppose here we have 3 digits, 153, and down it is 100. So 153 by 100. Write numerator 153 as it is. Then in denominator, how many zeros we have? 2 zeros. So what we should do? From right, count 2 digits, 1, 2, and then put decimal point. So here the answer is 1.53. So 153 by 100 you can write as 1.53. Now our confusion is, if denominator is 10, if denominator is 100, then we can count the zeros and we can put the decimal point. But if denominators are other than 10 or 100, then how to convert them to the decimals? Here suppose 2 by 5 is given. Then how to convert this 2 by 5 to decimal part? Here in 5 table, where we find the next multiple of 10. So 5 twos we get 10. Then both numerator and denominator multiply it by 2. So 5 twos we get 10. Then 2 twos we get 4. So 4 by 10 easily we can write in decimal, and this is 0.4. Or the other way to convert 2 by 5 in a decimal form is divide 2 by 5. Now can you divide 5 by 2? Can you divide 2 by 5? No. So what we do? We write 0 here and then decimal point, add 1 0 here. Now 20 easily can be divisible by 5. So in 5 table where we find 20, it is 5 4s are 20. Check here, answer we are getting same. So here you can write 2 by 5 is equals to 0.4. Let me repeat here. 2 by 5, a fraction is given where denominator is not equals to 10 or multiple of 10. Then first we should convert it to multiple of 10. So in 5 table where we find 10, 5 2s are 10, isn't it? So when it is possible to convert to the decimal form, convert it to the decimal, convert it to the multiples of 10. So here 2 by 5 it is equals to 4 by 10. They are equivalent fractions. Already in fraction chapter we have learnt, when numerator and denominator are multiplied by same numbers, then we get equivalent fractions. Now here in denominator we have 10. Then easily you can write to decimal form. Or without converting in this format, directly you can divide and you can write in decimal form. Let me do still more examples of same kind. Here suppose 3 by 5 is given. Here next question is, if it is 3 by 5, then again this 5 when you multiply by 2 we get 10, isn't it? 5 2s are 10. Then same numerator multiply by 2. So numerator 3 into 2, 3 2s are, it is 6. Now 6 by 10 easily you can write as 0.6. Or this 3 by 5, divide 3 by 5. So 3 here cannot be divided by 5. 5 is bigger than 3, you can't divide 3 by 5. So what we do here, write 0 point and add 1 0 here. So 5 6 ja 30. Now 30 minus 30, it is 0. So here 3 by 5 is equals to 0.6. This understood? In both the way you can convert any fraction to decimal. Now suppose 1 by 2 is given. Now this 1 by 2 in 2 table where we find 10, 2 5s are 10. So this 1 by 2 multiply by 5 by 5. Both numerator and denominator multiply by 5, you will get 5 1s are 5 and 5 2s are 10. Then 5 by 10 you can write as 0.5 or 1 when it is divided by 2. Check here, 2 is more than 1, so it is not possible to divide 1 by 2. So again here add 0, then point. For this point decimal add 1 0 here. Now in 2 table easily you can write 2 5s are 10. So 10 minus 10 is 0. So here 1 by 2 is equals to 0.5. This understood? Now this was of a single digit, when numerator denominator has a single digit. Now let me do some more sums where we find 2 digits, where in denominator we find 100, we convert it to 100. Now for example, if number is 3 by 4, now can you find 10 in 4 table? No. 4 1s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 4 3s are we are getting 12. So here in denominator you can't convert it to 10. So what we should do? Try till 100. So we know 25 4s are 100. So here both the numerator and denominator you can multiply by 25. So 25 4s are, here we get 100. Then 25 3s are, it is 75. Now write 75 as it is. Write 75 as it is. Then count number of zeros. Here we have 2 zeros. Okay. So I count 2 digit and add decimal point. So 1 2 digit. Then here put decimal point and write 0. Or you can divide 3 by 4. Check here, 4 is bigger than 3. It is not possible to divide 3 by 4. So what we do, here write 0, then put decimal point and add here 1 0. So here in 4 table where we find 30, 4 7s are 28, isn't it? 4 7s are, it is 28. Now 0 minus 8, right here 10. 10 minus 8, it is 2. Then this 3 is cancelled. Write 2 minus 2, it is 0. Then add 1 0 and 4 5s are, it is 20. So 20 minus 20 is again 0. Now check here. In both the way we are finding same answer. We get same answer here. 3 by 4 is equals to 0.75. Then let me go to another example, which is 7 by 20. Say here, when 20 is multiplied by 5, so we get 25 is 100. So here 5 by 5 we get, then 25 is it is 100. Then 7 5 is how much we get? It is 35. Then in decimal you can write it as 0.35. So here, if you divide 7 by 20, then in 20 table we never find 7. So add 0 here, put decimal point and write 0 here. Then in 20 table, 23s are, we find 60. Then 0 minus 0 is 0, 7 minus 6 is 1. Add 1 0 here, then 25s are, it is 100. So 100 minus 100, it is 0. So here 7 by 20 is equals to 0.35. So in this way we learned to convert 7 by 20 to decimal fraction. 7 by 20 is equals to 0.35. Next here, if it is 6 by 25, here our next question is 6 by 25. Then 6 by 25 convert to 100. So in 25 table where we find 100? 25 4s are. So multiply both numerator and denominator by 4. So 6 4s are, we get 24, and 25 4s are, it is 100. So 24 by 100 you can write 0.24, or divide this 6 by 25. So here again 25 is more than 6, you can't divide it. Okay, so write here 0, then add decimal and write 10 here. So in 25 table where we find 60? 25 2s are 50, 25 3s are, it is 75. So we can divide by 2. 25 2s are, it is 50. Then 0 minus 0 is 0, 6 minus 5 is 1. Add 1 0 here. 25 4s are, it is 100. Now 100 minus 100, it is 0. So here 6 by 25, what answer we are getting? 0.24. Check both, they are same. So in this way you can convert to decimal, or by using simple division method. There also you can convert any fraction to decimals. Sometime here we are not getting any multiples of 10 or 100. These are not factors of some other number we are getting. Then you have to use this division method, and then you should convert it to decimal points. Now another example, if it is 41 by 50, then we know 50 2s are, it is 100. So both the numerator and the denominator multiply by 2. So here 41 2s are, it is 82, and 50 2s are, it is 100. So 82 by 100 is 0.82, or 41 you can divide by 50. Again 50 is more than 41, you can't divide. So here write 0 point and add 1 0 here. So here 58s are, you will get 400. Then 0 minus 0 is 0, 1 minus 0 is 1, 4 minus 4 is 0. Now add 1 0 here. Then 50 2s are, it is 100. Now 100 minus 100 is 0. So here answer we get 41 by 50 is equals to 0.82. Here we learnt conversion of fractions to decimal notation. Now next topic is conversion of decimals to fractions. If decimals are given, then how to convert it to fractions? So next heading is conversion of decimals to fractions. Now here for example already 0.7 this decimal is given. Then what you should do? Write 7, then draw one line, write 1. Now after decimal how many digits are given? After decimal, only one digit is given, so write 1 0. So 0.7 is equals to, it is 7 by 10. Now suppose 0.43 is given, then write 43, draw one line, write 1. Now after decimal, how many digits are there? We have 2 digits here. After decimal, this is 1, 2. So add 2 zeros. So it is 43 by 100. Similarly, if it is 0.4, then we write it as 4 by, here after decimal we have 1 digit, write 10, and it is 4 by 10. Then if it is 1.8, then write 18 together, draw line, write 1. Now after decimal, how many digit we have? 1 digit. So add 1 0. So it is 18 by 10. If it is 0.04, then write 4 as it is, draw one line, write 1. Now after decimal we have 2 digits. So add 2 zeros, and it is 4 by 100. Now if it is 0.78, then write 78 as it is, write 1. Then after decimal we have 2 digits. So add 2 zeros. If it is 1.67, then all three together write 167. Integral part also you should write 1.67, write 167, draw one line. Then after decimal, how many digits are there? 2 digits. So write 1 and write 2 zeros. So 1.67 you can write as 167 divided by 100. So this is how we convert decimals to the fractions. So what we should do here? First we should write the numbers, both integral and decimal part, both together as a numerator, as we did here. This is integral part and this is decimal part. So 1.8 both together 18. We remove decimal point, and we write as 18. 18 divided by, write 1. Then after decimal, in decimal part, how many digits are there? That you should count. Here we have 1 digit, so add 1 0. So 18 by 8 is 10. Then here 0.07, write 4 as a numerator. After decimal we have 2 digits, write 2 zeros. Check here also in integral part it is given 1.67. Then remove decimal point, what is it? 167, right? 167 as it is. And after decimal we have 2 digits, write 2 digit as it is. 2 zeros, right? 2 zeros in the denominator. Okay, so here we learnt about the conversion of decimals to the fractions. Here suppose 1.42 is given. As we did here, same you should write 142 in numerator and write 1. Then after decimal, how many digits we have? After decimal we have 2 digits. So add 2 zeros. So it is 142 divided by 100. If here what we should do? Count the decimal places in decimal part. Decimal part, whatever number of digits are given, those number of zeros you should add in denominator. Here no need to reduce to the simplest form, no need to divide any number. Here if they are easily cancelable by 2, here no need to cancel. First part, the first impression, how to convert decimal to the fraction, that we should write. This understood? No, don't reduce it to the simplest form. It is not told. Just a conversion of a decimal to the fraction is given. So here in this session, we learnt conversion of fractions to the decimal part, and also we learnt decimals to the fractions. In our next session, we will go to exercise 4.2. Till then, children, have a good day.